Hey guys, I'm going to update you on what I went over. So, the new piston and the old piston for the SL100. I was looking at things, and here's the old piston. And it really doesn't have much wear on it, aside from, the obvious blow-by stuff. Little tiny bit of markings. Not really anything that major. Tiny scratches. Basically, I could take them out with sandpaper. I can't feel them. Not even one of them. So if I take some sandpaper and I sand them, make them smooth, just like this way, then it'll make it to where the oil will, build up here instead of this way. It'll make it better. Kind of goes into chainsaw stuff there. And also, if you look at this carefully, there's lines going this way. And that's to keep oil. So I'm going to kind of take the old piston, and I'm going to sand it and actually make those marks again, but it's going to be a lot rougher because, sandpaper, it's not machining. And I'm going to use the old piston. And I can also just, show you why. Obviously, the pin does not fit, and I don't really get much options. I didn't actually call around on anybody, but this was enough information for me to actually say I'm just going to use the old one. Cylinder, okay. I'm going to move it down a little bit if I can. I'm using my selfie camera on my phone. Here's the old one. Okay. It has a little bit of wobble. It's not terrible. And then this way. Again, it has some. But the newer one, which, this is weird, I looked at the parts listing and the manual, and also took the inside bore diameter with a pair of dial calipers, and then I ordered the right part with my grandfather online. This is supposed to be the old stock part for this cylinder, and it was supposed to actually fit. But as you can see, that's a much more significant amount of movement than the old stock one. There's the side-to-side one. If I do that and I look down it, I can see white right here. That's not good. That's too much. That amount of movement is not okay. Okay, and towards the top, same thing. It's hard to do. I'm going to put my fingers in here. But at the point, it moves. That's a lot, okay? So now I'm going to take the old one and do the same thing. Okay. Now this is a comparison and just showing you guys. Old one, right at the top. It does have a teeny bit, but not near as much as the other one. Now, the reasoning of me wanting to actually change out the piston in the first place was literally just because at the top, it got stuck. Like right there, it's stuck. I'm not doing anything. But the thing is, it's never going to go up more than that. It doesn't need to go up that far. So since it moves freely and, smooth, and it doesn't get stuck anywhere, even if I rotate it and do weird things, which obviously it's not going to do when it's running. It's going to stay in one spot and just, I'm just going to reuse an old piston. It just seems more plausible. So I'm going to proceed on putting it together. I'm going to clean this old piston, sand it, do whatever. It does have some wear, but I think it's within spec at least. It's better than the newer one, actually. It's a little unbelievable that it's got that much wiggle in it. I mean, guys. That's a lot. Yeah. I'm just surprised by that. I got brand new rings. So I'll be putting new rings in. OEM Honda rings. Even came in a nice little box. I found it interesting how they actually open this up. Like, make a little slit in the back. 2 tabs come up. And then you unfold it. And voila, there's your rings. Kind of cool. I have a couple boxes of rings just from McCulloch too. That are kind of similar, but not exactly. It's wrapped in like paper, like wax paper. I thought that was interesting, but I understand it because here where there's moisture in the air and stuff, like more than normal, humid areas, the rust will get right to the rings in the box. Surprising. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I know. I just got distracted. I'm a tiny bit embarrassed that I went through that much trouble of honestly wasting a bit of money on the new piston and then finding out that I'm just going to reuse the old one and making the other video of, okay, this is what I'm thinking at this time. But things happen. This is mechanic life. Every reaction, or every decision has a reaction and a decision. Whatever. Anyway, I've learned a lot on the bike, and I've had like 3 people at one time looking at this motor and helping me out with it, but with that much going on, and as long as I've been actually putting it together, things get lost, and luckily I don't have any parts lost that I know of, but definitely information was lost. So, and it's just what happens. Anyway, I'm going to proceed to put it together, I'd say 2 days at least, somewhere in there, you'll be seeing a video uploaded that will be me hyperlapse putting the motor together. And then I'd say probably in that day to the next day, you will see a running video of the bike, or at least a why will not run video or something. I'll keep you updated. Even if it don't run, I'll still show it. So, I'll see you guys later.